the ball ended up being about this big, and I thought, I'm not going to do this. Well, well, well. It's January, everyone. It's January, and it's 2025. Wow. What a time. Well, 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 well. So this video is going to be about the first month of the year, January. It's not even about January. It's some comments on topics related to January. There's going to be no facts about January, other than that it's the first month of the year. It's the only month that begins with a J and has an A after that J. And it has 31 days. They're all the facts about January, but you're going to get some comments on it. First of all, Happy New Year. What a year we've got ahead of us. 2025, a year of promise and possibly a year of terrible, terrible horrors. But you know what? I'm gonna pick promise for now until we get further evidence. So some of the January comments I've got to make. Well, recently I've been speaking to a few people regarding January. It wasn't an intentional conversation, but it just sort of happened that several people brought up January to me, being that January was coming up. And several people said to me that they don't like January. They think it's the worst month of the year, and they meant it. I was shocked by this, because I love January. I love it. January, okay, maybe it gets a bit of a bad rep. Let's go through why maybe people don't like January. It's dark, it's cold, it snowed today, but I quite like that as well. But that's just by the by. No one's got any money because Christmas is over. There's a lot of talk about goal setting and New Year's resolutions and anticipation. Maybe if people don't like anticipation, then January's not the month for them. I don't know if I'm a massive fan of anticipation, but that's not the reason I like January. Anyway, I think people get a bit stressed out in January, but for me, I flippin' love it. For me, the reason I like it is because Christmas is over. Christmas is over. New Year's is over. Now, I don't mind these things. I like Christmas a little bit. I like it. It's a nice festive time to meet with family. You get a little bit of time off work. It's pleasant. It's pleasant. It's got its charms, shall we say, does Christmas. But for me, it brings up a lot of stress. Stress I didn't even know I was feeling till the end of this month. Last month. Well, every year I get stressed around Christmas. This year I sort of managed to convince myself I wasn't stressed until a few days ago. And I was like, oh no, I am stressed. I am very stressed. But I managed to relieve the stress. That sounds a bit dodgy. Anyway, I managed to not be stressed anymore by letting out emotion. And it helped. So yeah, it's a very stressful time. You've got to buy Christmas presents. There's the expectations about getting Christmas presents. You've got to wrap the Christmas presents. You've got to plan, oh, what we're doing on Christmas Eve, what we're doing on Christmas Day, what we're doing on Boxing Day, what we're going to do on 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. There's just a lot going on. Plus, it's got all the perks of January, that it's cold and it's dark. So for me, December is way down on the tier list of months. January is quite high up. I quite like the cold and dark when I'm not forced to buy people socks. I don't think I bought anyone socks this year, but you understand the sentiment of what I just said. So yeah, there's my January thoughts. Number one. That was comment on January number one. Comment on January number two is about goal setting and New Year's resolutions, as I mentioned earlier. Goal setting and New Year's resolutions. Now that is potentially stressful. My perspective this year on New Year's resolutions and goal setting. Well, I'm not going to set a New Year's resolution other than to maybe take more breaks. Take more 5-minute breaks throughout the day and do nothing with my eyes shut. Okay, that's a new. I've just thought of a New Year's resolution for myself. I'm going to do that, but that's like a lifelong resolution, really. It just happens to be near the start of a new year. My perspective on New Year's resolutions and goal setting is that I actually set a load of goals at the start of December. And now society wants me to make a load of goals again. I'm not going to do it. Maybe I'll update my goals. But my first thought was, this is just too much goal setting for me. So I just didn't do that. In fact, I spent the first 3 days of January in a sort of sleepy fugue, not waking up till after midday. I don't know what New Year's resolution that's ticking off, but I liked it, and it was needed. So I guess part of the message, the deeper message of this video, is if someone's telling you to make a New Year's resolution and all you want to do is have a sleep, choose to sleep. That's it. Pretty profound. This video is very thrown together at the last minute. Again, I'm probably going to put some music at the start and the end and then just upload it. It's going to be late. But it's a self-imposed time schedule. So I was bound to break it several times, but at least I'm going to get another video out today. The other part of this video I was going to discuss is just like an actual vlog. What did I do today? So why not just discuss that? It was snowing. I went out for a run in the snow. My time, not the time in my run, it was a half-hour run using a running app. And I ran much slower than normal in terms of my pace because I was running through the snow. My feet were consistently wet from pretty much the first corner I turned. Both feet stepped into a huge puddle. It was icy, slushy water. And I thought, oh, here we go. We're in for a big one here. Something along those lines is what I thought. And I continued running, but I've done this enough now to know that even when you've got soaking wet feet, they actually start feeling warm 10 minutes into the run, if you just keep going, or 10 minutes after you've dunked yourself in icy cold water. So I continued running. I ran through the wind. There wasn't much wind, but I did run through rain and sleet and treaded through the snow. And I went to a field because I didn't want to run on the street. It was slippery. So I went to a big field which was slightly hilly, ran around the field several times. Now here's the part that I really wanted to share about this. I finished the run in the middle of the field. I thought, you know what I'm going to do? Because I was dead. I was lying on the floor of the field. The grass and the snow. I was lying there and I thought, I'm going to make a snow angel right now. There was no one else around. I thought, I'm just going to, since I'm lying down anyway, practically in snow angel position, I'm just going to make those few extra little movements and create a snow angel. And that must be the first time I've done that since I was about 11, 10. So my snow angel's grown since then. And I thought, I'm just gonna, what a big kid. I felt really childish. It was good. And then I picked up a snowball, threw it at a tree. And then I picked up another snowball and threw it at a snowman, which someone had created. And I thought, I'm going to make a snowman here as well. There was absolutely no one else on this field. This probably wouldn't have all happened if there was. And then I started rolling a little ball of snow, and I got like the ball ended up being about this big, and I thought, I'm not going to do this. My hands were cold. I was tired from the run. And I walked home. But yeah, there's my little joyful snow-related story. So January doesn't have to be all misery. January can be a grown man frolicking in the snow on his own. You'd be happy to know I was clothed for this whole experience. Just my hands were bare. And my face. Well, that's it. That's about all I've got to say to everybody who watches this. And apart from, thanks for watching. And you know what? These videos are just going to keep getting better and better, so you might as well hit that subscribe button, whichever side I put it on. Probably that one, since I did it first. Hit the subscribe button. And I will make it worth your while. I promise. I just watched some awful, awful stuff on YouTube today. I had like a 5-6 hour YouTube time when I looked after my screen time. Ugh, what a waste. And then thinking about what videos I watched, I thought, what a load of crap I've just watched there for 5 hours. So I can promise you that this is better than that I watched. And, look forward to more of it. Okay, well, there you go. I'll see you on the flip side. See you this year. See you in a day or two. It's going to be 7 days from now. That's when you'll see me. Provided you watch this video the minute it is uploaded, as I'm sure many people will. Until then, go and play in the snow a little bit. Get your fingers frosty. And I'll see you soon. Okay. Bye now. Bye-bye.